Hello everybody. Today we have something a little bit different for you. I can't get out and do the metal detecting that I prefer to be able to get out and do because it is cold and nasty outside and the ground is partially frozen and I don't like the cold all that much. I'll get out in it, but I'm not as crazy about getting out in it if I don't have to. So I was wandering around my local sporting goods store today and I come across this and thought, thinking ahead for the summer and going fishing or camping and stuff like that, having food that doesn't weigh you down is nice. And I came across this, and I am a huge fan of like sausage gravy with biscuits. And this looked intriguing. I couldn't help but think, okay, this is dehydrated sausage gravy with biscuits. How good could it really be? It says this is the one that's made by Mountain House Adventure Meals. I've heard good things about them, but I've never actually tried one of them, so I thought I'd get this packet and see what we could see. It was about $9 or so. I don't remember the exact price, but somewhere right around there. This says it is buttermilk biscuits with gravy and pork sausage. No preservatives, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, and all that. It says there's 2 servings, but honestly, unless you got 2 people out there, if you get out in the woods and you make one meal, the heck you gonna do with the rest? You still got to carry it around, and it's gonna be all soggy and disgusting. So, this is, I think, a lot of people put, a lot of these companies put 2 servings on it so that they can get away with meeting certain guidelines for nutrition or something like that. Because on the back it'll list the calorie count for 1 serving or the entire pouch. Ingredients are pretty basic on this. There's some, I'll let you look at them if you want to. It says it is made with real buttermilk biscuit pieces and real pork sausage in a perfectly peppered gravy. We will find out if that's the case. This is the perfect way to fuel up at the start of a day full of adventure. Our convenient just add water prep in the pouch means you have more time to do what you love without the hassles of cooking and cleanup. Has a package that you can reuse, blah, 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 all that kind of good stuff. Instructions right there are pretty basic as well. Basically, you open the pouch, you add 1.5 cups of boiling water, you stir, and you close the zipper. You wait 5 minutes, you stir it again, make sure it's mixed up, you reseal it, and you let stand an additional 4 minutes. So I've got some water that's just about ready to boil. Let's open this up and take a look inside. Oh, you do want to remove this. It kind of smells vaguely of sausage gravy with biscuits. I wonder why. It doesn't look bad though. Take a look down in there. It looks kind of like croutons or like dressing for your Thanksgiving turkey. I'm going to take a tiny piece of like this and try it dry. They make a really good crouton too. That's not bad. That tastes like a biscuit when it's like gets hydrated in your mouth. There's promise for this. That's a good biscuit too. I could eat this dry. Dang, that's nice. So, anywho, I got my water about to boil here. I will bring that over. We will pour it in here, stir it up, seal it, and then wait 5 minutes. So, be right back. All right, I let my water get up to a nice boil. So, I'm going to tilt you guys down here. We're going to carefully pour this into the pouch. 1.5 cups. That's a lot of water, it seems like. Okay, maybe not quite as much as I thought. Spilled a little bit of it, but that's all right. So we're going to mix it up real good. Oh, and one thing I just noticed is there aren't any square corners. I'll show you in a second here. Okay, we're going to seal this thing up. This section down here is rounded. It doesn't go to the squares here. This, if you look up underneath, it's rounded off so that there's no corners for stuff to get caught in. I really like that. That's pretty cool. So let me go set my timer and we'll wait 5 minutes and stir it again. Alrighty, it has been 5 minutes. Let's take this, open it up. Ooh, wow, and it's absorbing that liquid pretty nicely there. Oh my gosh, it's starting to smell like breakfast. So I'm going to mix it up some more, and it does need it because a lot of the liquid stayed on the sides. It'll take me a little sneak taste here. I'm going to set that aside. Seal her back up here. And I'm going to set me a timer for 4 more minutes, and we'll try it when it's done. But I'm going to take my sneak peek here. Sneak peek, not too bad. We'll see if what it turns out like. Could use a little bit of salt in it. And if you're hiking or anything, that salt could be good for you to replenish lost salt from your sweat. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like when it's completely rehydrated. But so far, not bad. Pretty promising. Alrighty, it's time. Let's open her up and see what she looks like. Ooh, okay, there we go. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to aim you down here a little bit so you can see this bowl, and I'm going to pour it into the bowl. Let's stir it up a bit more. I might have put a hair too much water in it, 1.5 cups, and I had a sprinkle more, we'll call it. That's not too bad. I mean, you got to start the morning hydrated too. That's a lot of food, holy cow. I was basically going to make this into my dinner. Okay, let's take you off the stand. And I'm going to turn you around here so you can get a better look. Sorry for the finger there. Alright, here's a little bit better look. Nice, meaty looking. Look at the meat right there. I mean, everything looks really good. Yeah, I probably put just a hair too much water in this. So I might could let it set a little bit more. I don't think it'll help. Sometimes if you like your gravy a little bit more, you know, with your biscuits a little bit more thicker, I guess. And, ooh, there's a nice chunk right there. Gravy a little bit thicker, put a tad less than 1.5 cups. Most of the time these things are, I guess, want you to go a little bit thicker anyway, so I added just a hair more, and it did not need it. So hang on a second, we're going to give this a taste test. It looks pretty good. Alright, here we go. Here's our sausage, biscuit, and gravy. And I'm going to try one of the little bitty sausage pieces here first. Could stand a little bit more rehydrating. It's got a little bit more bite to it than it should have. I'm going to try another one here, but the taste is really good. You can tell that's like some good sausage. It tastes like a good Jimmy Dean or something like that. So let's get a piece of one of the biscuits. Got one sticking to the bottom too. That's good biscuits. That's a nice flavor. Again, probably could have stood a little bit longer to rehydrate. That may be why it's a little bit less, a little bit thinner. But now let's try a big old taste. Yeah, biscuits still got a little bit of a dry bite to them. But dang, that's good. Oh my gosh. That pepper really comes through. Oh my gosh. Hang on, we're going to try this again. Just a minute. I'm a Southern boy. I started out, I'm in Michigan now, but I grew up in Arkansas, so I like me some sausage biscuits with, or sausage gravy with biscuits. Mmm. 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 Mm. Even with that extra little bit of dryness to it, that's kind of nice. It gives it a good chew. You look at it and think, oh, it's going to be mushy, but you bite into it, no mushiness at all. All that juice that you see is the gravy. And it's pretty thick. It stays pretty good. Mmm. Mmm. Okay. I gotta say, if I'm out in the woods or on a trail or something like this and I get to have this for breakfast, wow. I could share something like this and split this with a buddy if they brought some of those powdered eggs and rehydrated those. That'd be one heck of a good breakfast. That'd keep you going for a long time. But you know, there's a little bit of a salt flavor missing, but it sounds funny. It's okay because it's not really missing, if that makes sense. You don't taste that deep saltiness, but the flavor comes through so strongly, you don't need the deep saltiness. Okay. I think I like this. I'm going to have this for dinner. My daughter said if there was any leftovers, she'd have it. I don't know that there's going to be any leftovers. I'm going to eat all this. So, for $8, it's cheaper than going to a restaurant, honestly. So, it's not bad. I could go to McDonald's and spend $8 on a burger, fries, and a drink. So, price-wise, it's not as bad as you would think. Since this is dehydrated, if you've got to take it out with you somewhere where it might need to last for a long time, or you need to save all the weight that you can, or perhaps you're in bear country and you don't want them to smell it as easily, this would be really, really good. There's a little moth flying around here. Where do I get a moth in the middle of winter? What the heck? Dead moth now. Really, really good, guys. You got to try this. I can't wait to try some of these other ones. So I couldn't get out metal detecting, so I decided to do something like this instead, and I'm glad that I did. This is a winner. This is really, really good. Those guys out there and gals just like me that like a good sausage, gravy, and biscuits, this is some good stuff. You will not be disappointed in this. I guarantee it. So... and the look at the, I just realized what date this is good till, July 2052. So, yeah, beyond your apocalypse date or whatever. So, anyway, I'm going to finish this up. Just a little bit of entertainment here for you guys. Don't be afraid to try things like this. If you see something that you want to know, is this any good? Try it. You'll never know if you don't. And I found a winner here. So I'm going to quit blabbing, have some dinner, and we will talk to you guys later.